Herman Hulst, the head of PlayStation Studios, just did a Q&A not too long ago, and he's talking about the plight of PlayStation and the games that are coming out, also the possible or look like it's official delays of certain games and games that are going to continue to be put on PS4. All right, so there's a good bit to take away from here because I see a lot of people are reacting to it, and it's pretty interesting to how this is all going to play out. So I'm going to give you my 2 cents. This is the VF Cast channel. I am VF Baller. If you like the content that I've been putting out lately, been putting out some stuff involving Virtua Fighter 5. I think that's a pretty good game. That got more content of that coming up as well. So if you guys don't mind checking that out, that'd be awesome. Also, if you guys want to check out the rest of the content, just hit that subscribe button. That's going to be pretty awesome. All right, let's get into this. Herman Hulst did a Q&A, and I'll have the link down in the description, the things that he said, if you want to read the entire article. But these are basically 1 or 2 things I want to take up out of this. First and foremost, games are going to be put on PS4 still. Right now, you're still looking at God of War, Gran Turismo 7. That's going to be on the PS4 and the PS5. Forbidden West, I think I already said that before, that's going to be on PS4 as well. It's going to be pretty cool. My main thing is I did not know that I didn't know that Gran Turismo 7 is going to be on PS4 because I'm a big Gran Turismo fan. I love Gran Turismo. I think it's a phenomenal, very smooth simulation racer. God of War and Forbidden West, I already knew that was going to be there, and not too surprised about it. The problem with it is, though, it's going to be holding these games back. A lot of next-gen content. It's not going to feel next generation because of the limitations of the previous consoles. But I think with the plight of the PlayStation 4, mainly the PlayStation 4 Pro, I think you will still get a pretty decent experience overall, especially in maybe the frame rate department, because I think the PS4 Pro still has enough horsepower to give you a smooth 60 frames per second. Now, the resolution, that's another story for another day. I'm not getting into that because you know how that goes. I mean, the game may be running 1080p at best, which is still not a bad look, but nowadays people are into higher resolution games. Another thing that was out there that God of War is being delayed, I pretty much knew that was going to be the case. Not really surprised about that. A lot of people knew that the first game that came out in 2018, a lot of people knew that it was going to be the case. I mean, a turnaround of a game that magnitude in 3 years is actually pretty significant nowadays. It's not like how it was in the old days when you can get a game sequel back to back within a year's time. Now these games are much bigger. The quality is there, and that's one thing about this article. Herman Hulst did say that they don't want to risk quality. They want to ship extremely high quality games, finished games, and we have to do that obviously without pushing our teams to the breaking point. And that is a quote that's in the article. Like I said, check it out. The link will be down in the description. And that's what you like to hear. I don't know if what we'll see, because a lot of games do come out with day one patches or patches that need to be done down the road. But that's another story for another day. But it's good to hear that, because now with the 25 plus games that are coming out, half of them that we don't even know that are going to be, that we never heard of, it's going to be really cool if that high of a quality will still be there. That'll be excellent. So hopefully they'll hold up to that word. That'd be great. But with these games coming out, and there's going to be a slight delay for God of War, I think once again it gives people a chance to go back and play some other games. I don't know if not a lot of people, the majority of gamers know, but they don't want to really do this. There are a lot of games that are out there to play. I know everybody hasn't completed everything, and that's one thing I've been on a mission of doing. I've been playing a lot of games that I never had a chance to get. It's not necessarily a backlog. It's just there are games out there that are maybe interesting to play. It's one of the reasons why how I found Remnant from the Ashes. I did not know about that game. The game is great. So for the fact that PlayStation, the brand, is actually still homing in on 110 million PS4 owners, you know, that is actually pretty good business and good fan service, because they could have easily just started putting games on the PlayStation 5, and the PlayStation 5 is not out in the wild as much as we would like. A lot of shortages, and you know, once again, it goes back to the business model. They may not have enough copies out there just to put anything exclusively over there. And even when they do put games over there exclusively, like a Godfall, maybe that will be a game. Some games probably end up on PC if that's the case. And also, they talked about some things as far as PC gaming, and they asked, how does PC fit into the worldview of PlayStation Studios? They're like, they're still planning on PC. It's very early in it. So Horizon Zero Dawn was a pretty successful. Days Gone is another one that was successful. There's also talks that Uncharted 4 is supposed to be on PC. I've seen that somewhere. So you're going to see a lot of games, whether it may be there be older games or not, they will be coming to PC as well. So the PlayStation brand, the games that are in-house are starting to expand more. You saw with MLB The Show. I mean, that wasn't necessarily their issue as far as them putting it on another platform, but you see that these games are starting to be being put out on other platforms, and that's pretty cool as well. I think most gamers would understand, like, hey, this is all right if the other people can experience these awesome games, and now it should not be a big deal that games are tied to a console, in my opinion. You know, I think those days are long gone, in my opinion, with all the horsepower that these games can be put on, the money that it's made put on other systems, and it's pretty cool. Now, if the games be put out at a later time, I get it, because you may want to have these games to be your console seller. I have no idea that the new God of War would be on PC day one. I don't think any of these these new games will be on PC day one. I just don't see it. If it was up to me personally, and I think it'd be the most profitable for them to do, if they do a day one, I think GT7 would be awesome. Gran Turismo 7 would be amazing on PC day one, because those games in the PC world do very well on PC. I mean, you look at games like iRacing, Assetto Corsa, Project Cars, not the third one, but the second one. They do pretty well on those brands. I mean, on those platforms. So I doubted the deal would happen, but it would be cool to see if they was to put that on PC. But nevertheless, that's a whole nother story for another day. The article ends up going into talking about Japan, how the games with Japan, how they're going. Also talking about more Gran Turismo 7. And basically, most of this is just talking about the quality of games and other partnerships. The link will be down in the description. You can go into that. But the biggest takeaway from all of this was basically that these games are going to be on different platforms now. I mean, not only that, as far as the PC stuff, but the games are being delayed. So that's going to be pretty interesting. Different platforms, meaning PlayStation 5 to PlayStation 4, and the games are being delayed. My takeaway, I had no idea that Gran Turismo 7 was going to be on PS4. It kind of got me thinking about getting another PS5. When will I get it? Because I was going to wait till Gran Turismo 7 come out. But now, if it's going to be on PS4, I'm just interested how well the game is going to run first, and then I'll probably end up making my decision. But let me know what you guys think. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you made it this far, that's awesome. If you guys want to share this video, let people know what I'm doing over here, that's cool too. And if you want to subscribe to the channel and see more content, like I said, I'm doing more Virtua Fighter 5, and I'm doing some other stuff down the road. I hope you guys check it all out. That will be awesome. Thank you guys. You guys have been amazing. You guys take it easy. You guys take care. Peace.